Hi, Riverbend. It's Nurse Baker, and I'm just wanting to see how you're all doing with losing your teeth. I bet some of you have lost a lot of teeth by now, or at least lost their first tooth. So, in thinking about all the teeth that you're losing, I have this book that I keep in my office that I really like. It's called Little Chipmunk's Wiggly Wobbly Tooth. And I'm going to read that to you now. Little Chipmunk was proud of his two front teeth. They were his very best feature. Everybody could see that. So Little Chipmunk brushed his teeth at least twice a day and always made sure to use dental floss. But one morning, Little Chipmunk noticed something strange. One of his beautiful front teeth wobbled ever so slightly as he brushed it. It wobbled again when he ate walnut toast for breakfast. A few days later, Little Chipmunk had a terrible surprise. He bit into an acorn, but his tooth was too wobbly to do the job. Little Chipmunk was embarrassed. He didn't want to tell anyone. Maybe nobody will notice if I just eat soft food from now on, he thought. That afternoon, Little Chipmunk heard Little Squirrel calling to him in their secret code. 2 long whistles and 1 short one. Little Chipmunk tried to whistle back, but all that came out was a puff of hot air. He had lost his whistle, all on account of 1 loose tooth. Little Chipmunk didn't feel much like playing anymore. He went inside, and when he saw his reflection in the mirror, he didn't want anyone to see what he looked like ever again. That night, Little Chipmunk said, "No, thank you," when he was offered some corn. He also refused a helping of pecan stew. He did have 2 helpings of mashed chestnuts, though. I will talk to the dentist tomorrow, thought Little Chipmunk as he drifted off to sleep. Maybe she can tell me what to do. The next day, Dr. Beaver helped Little Chipmunk into the special chair. "Open wide," she said, and Little Chipmunk opened his mouth as wide as he could. Dr. Beaver was impressed. "Good job," she said. "I can tell you've been brushing and flossing." Little Chipmunk pointed to his loose tooth. "But what about this one?" he asked. "Perfect," she answered. "You're right on schedule. Your baby tooth is supposed to get loose. It will soon fall out, and then a new grown-up tooth will grow right in its place." When he got home, Little Chipmunk went right outside to play. He was not ashamed of his wiggly wobbly tooth anymore. In fact, he couldn't wait for it to fall out. That very day at lunchtime, Little Chipmunk bit into a crunchy oatmeal cookie, and out popped his tooth. "May I be excused?" asked Little Chipmunk, who couldn't wait to share his news with his friends. Look at this, he said, pointing to the space where his tooth used to be. Just like mine, Little Raccoon answered, giving Little Chipmunk a big, toothless smile of her own. Little Chipmunk stared at his friends and began to laugh. He hadn't been the only one with a wiggly, wobbly tooth. Wait here, he said. I will be right back. When he returned, Little Chipmunk had his camera with him. Smile, he said to his friends, snapping their pictures. Now we can remember how we looked before our grown-up teeth grew in. The end. I hope you liked that book.